Hello, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. My name is Megan, aka TrainGirl on Instagram and YouTube, and I decided to do my ultimate luxury regrets video. This is a little different from my best and worst buys from this year because honestly, I think one of these I picked up this year, maybe two, I'll have to check. But my worst purchases weren't necessarily regrets. It's also just really hard to tell in 2020, like, what are you gonna use? What are you gonna wear? I am including one pair of Manolos that I purchased this year, and those actually should have been in my worst category because I do regret them. You'll get a little sneak peek before my Manolos collection video comes out very soon. But without much more rambling, let's get started. Oh God, where to start? Okay, I'm gonna start with shoes because I have quite a few of these. I'll say now, there are no bags in this video, thank goodness, because I'm fairly new to collecting bags, and frankly, I'm glad I learned all of these lessons prior to collecting bags. However, that being said, like looking back, I'm really frustrated with myself because if I didn't buy so much clothes, shoes, makeup, all those things like back in the day, I could have had a Chanel bag 3+ years ago. It would have been way cheaper. But okay, let's get started. I'm just gonna start with the worst one. I bought these Gucci shoes, these Mary J pumps. They were the most money I had ever spent on a pair of shoes. These are in no particular order, but let's get these out of the way. They're beautiful. I bought them online. I had never tried on a pair of Gucci shoes before. I had never tried on like a pair of like real luxury shoes. And they look beautiful, don't they? I love this style. That's not the problem. The heel looks great, and that's because I had to have it replaced after wearing them 3 times. I didn't know that these would be made of lambskin. They are so buttery soft. They're gorgeous, and it's like a really nice short heel. I love Mary Jane's. I thought the green and red stripe would just be like a really interesting something, you know, it's just something different and a way to pull green or red into an outfit. These shoes are so delicate. I wore them 3 times, you know, crossing parking lots and things like that to go inside to stores and running errands and stuff and wearing them for work. And the heel was destroyed. The nub on the end crumbled. I mean, after 3 wears, just crossing normal parking lots. I don't know how on earth this happened, but it was rough. I ended up taking them to Gucci. They immediately sent them off for repairs. They originally charged me, I think it was $50, but then there was a huge mess up with repairs. They told me an estimate of like less than 8 weeks. And when it started to go on about like 16 weeks, you know, we were constantly in contact. The people at the store were great, but it took a really long time and they ended up refunding me the money. But basically now I am so nervous to wear them because I don't know if they're gonna get destroyed again. You can't get refunded for them, obviously. I told myself I would not buy any more luxury shoes. I was not true to that promise, but I'm a little bit more careful when it comes to heels. I don't see myself expanding much more on my collection because I definitely bought quite a few Manolos this year. But these are just really delicate. I'm terrified to wear them now. Okay, next in shoes, more heels. I've mentioned these before. These Stuart Weitzman over the knee, I think they're called the Highland boot because it's the tallest heel. I can't wear shoes like this anymore. I bought these at Nordstrom Rack. Nordstrom Rack gets a ton of Stuart Weitzman shoes. Don't ever pay full price for them because they always end up on sale, except make sure that you really, really want them. I was just thrilled seeing these in the sale in my size. You see them on so many influencers. I know Victoria from In the Fro has worn these and they look amazing on her, and I think she's probably way more skilled at walking in high heels than I am. I have never, that's not true. I've worn them once, but I've pretty much never worn them. I wore them going out to dinner. Well, I don't know why I bought such a high heel, and I should have bought black. Maybe I would have worn them a little bit more. I find this gray blue color really hard to style. I just don't know what to wear with it. It kind of looks funny next to my jeans. It doesn't quite work with my dresses. I should have bought them in black and in a much lower heel, but they were at a really good price. You know, I think I've mentioned this before, but yeah, $100 is, you know, fine, it's a good price for these boots, but then it's still $100 gone. I don't know what on earth I was thinking, but frankly, I would never recommend the Highland style unless you're just a pro at high heels. Then again, it's just, I mean, it's not good for your knees, and it's just silly. I really regret buying these, even though they were not an obscene amount of money. Just all those little bits could have gone to something really good. Okay, keeping with Stuart Weitzman boots. Yeah. Same heel, but in the booty. Bought them at Nordstrom Rack again. They're so cute. I haven't been able to get rid of either of these because I just keep telling myself I'm going to wear them. I hate selling things. I've tried to sell some things on eBay before and it's never worked out. I think women just probably have a harder time selling and buying things on eBay. Maybe that's not true, I don't know. But I saw these booties, again, heavily discounted. I think all of these were at least 60–70% off. I sprung on them just thinking, oh, they're perfect. I'm gonna get so much use out of a black booty. Not thinking about the fact that I value comfort above all other things. And anytime I went to put them on, I didn't want to wear them, and I switched into my lower black boots. So I do not know what I'm going to do with these. Please let me know if you have any suggestions, if you think just put them on eBay anyway. I don't know. That's that. Lastly, for shoes, I have these Manolo Blahniks. I did buy these this year. They really should have been in my worst purchases. Did I? Maybe I'd have to double check actually. Maybe I did buy these last December. Whatever. That tall heel, if you can kind of see a theme. I think this is only, maybe this is 4 inches. It's at least 3.5, but they're very narrow. They were heavily discounted. It was my first pair of Manolos, and I think I just couldn't help myself. I don't know why I didn't return them. I have worn them a few times, but they're very uncomfortable because Manolos run narrow anyway. I have a wider foot with the super tall heels for some reason. I swear they run even more narrow. The 70mm heels from them, for some reason I can fit them without a problem. They just must be cut a little bit wider, but I still have to size up a whole size. This is an EU 40, size 10, and they're just really, really painful. I make myself wear them anyway because it's my only pair of dark red burgundy shoes, but I don't think I will anymore. Again, not sure what to do with them. Maybe eBay? Let me know. I know that it's impossible to sell shoes anyway because, you know, people are pretty skeptical buying someone's used shoes. Okie dokie, now on to clothes. Oh gosh. I used to spend way too much money on clothes, and mostly from consignment shops and vintage shops, because I would see something that, you know, with like a designer label and think, oh my goodness, I could never ever get this at such a good price. I have to have it. Yeah, that thinking led to many a bad purchase, and thank goodness I have gotten a lot better and I didn't really make that mistake this year. I guess I learned something. But next year, one of my goals is absolutely to really limit how much clothes I buy. I actually don't want to bring any more than 10 pieces into my wardrobe. There's no need for it. Fortunately, I can tell my husband absolutely anything without, you know, fearing him laughing at me, because he bought way less than 10 items of clothes this year, I can tell you. So, I mean, it feels kind of ridiculous saying that I want to buy way less than that, because I don't know, I think it's just like the marketing aimed at women. But I bought this first dress at a consignment shop that was going out of business. I had also just recently lost like 20 pounds. I had never ever been that thin. Oh gosh. And I saw this dress, I think it was less than 50 bucks for a Stella McCartney skin tight bodycon dress. Kate Winslet also wore this dress for some kind of event, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't like skin tight, skimpy clothing. I don't feel comfortable in it. It's not like a confidence thing. I'm not comfortable in it. I like loose, comfy clothing. You know, I've never regretted a cashmere sweatshirt. I'll tell you that much. I never. Or any kind of like warm, cozy, like proper coats. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never ever worn this. My husband also hates it. He says that the paneling kind of reminds him of, you know, the chairs in the seats in a sports car. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I've never worn it. Don't know if I should put it on eBay, but I don't know, it had the Kate Winslet factor. I was thinking I have to have this. It fit perfectly, but you know, I should have known that I was never going to stay like that thin. I was, what, crazy. Okay, speaking of that time after I lost a lot of weight, I bought this bustier fancy thing. It has a little lace-up tie up the back. I can barely squeeze into it. I never once wore it. I don't go clubbing. I don't go out to bars. I tried this on with a pair of my leather pants, like this thing. It looks so cool, and I had these like bright pink 4-inch heels. Those are long gone. Talk about another regret. I felt like Sandy from Grease, and I think I was completely won over. Again, I should have known. I don't wear these crazy tight little skimpy clothes. It's really cool. It has this massive bow on the side, so it's a little just something different than kind of like the lingerie trend. I don't know what I was thinking. Again, from a consignment shop. Oh well. Up next, continuing with clothes. This is a Celine blouse, consignment shop purchased. Really good price for the blouse, really, really bad price if you never wear it. Every time I see this hanging in my closet, I always think how this would look amazing on Emma Anders. Emma, if you are watching this, if we ever hang out, you're getting a blouse, because I think this would be amazing with your eyes. It doesn't look good on me. I think it's just something about the color. I don't know if it'll show up right on camera, but when I put it on, I immediately take it off. I don't know what I was thinking. It's like really nice and loose, a little oversized on me. It's a great fit. It's just not my color. It's not. I have green hazel eyes. It just, it doesn't look quite right. And so I always change into something else. It looks so good on Emma though. Okay, up next. What is with me, like buying clothes for my like fantasy alternative self? A couple years ago, I bought this blazer. I love blazers. And part of the reason I bought all those white lily silk blouses was to have something to go under the blazers. Hopefully I will actually wear this now when we're going out. But again, I only go out so much. My husband and I, we don't go out to bars that much. We don't really go out on the town all too much. But I bought this blue velvet blazer. I guess it's like a tuxedo style with the silk lapel. It's gorgeous. It's the most beautiful color blue. It's a smidge tight on me right now. I think I just went crazy, when I lost all that weight and wanting to buy really flashy, cool clothes. Lesson learned. Okay, now going in the complete opposite direction. I bought this Coach, what is this called? A varsity jacket. I bought this from the outlet. I bought this in the men's section. This is a men's size small, which I would highly recommend doing if you're interested in like any kind of bomber varsity jacket styles, because they're at such good prices, and I swear they're so much higher quality than women's. It's just a little boxy, and I've had this for 3 years now. I've maybe worn it 3 times. It's only because I've only worn it that much because I see it and I think, oh gosh, I have to wear it. Looking at it now, I still love it. I don't know why I don't reach for it. I do think it's because I gravitate towards girly, more feminine styles. I love I love it looking at it. I think it's really cool, but maybe I don't know, maybe it would be cooler for somebody else. It's a great jacket. I have not been able to bring myself to get rid of it because I really want to wear it. It fits great, a little, again, oversized, a little bit boxy because it's a men's jacket, but it's not too big, so that doesn't matter that much. Moving on to boxy and kind of matters. I bought this gray Theory coat. I feel actually really embarrassed now, like moving on through these, because it just feels like such a waste. And part of the reason why I'm doing this is to get me into the right mindset for 2021 and just like really hammering it into myself. Like, you need to learn this lesson. You need to never make these mistakes again. And hopefully someone else will learn too, or, you know, just enjoy my embarrassment, I guess, because I do feel really awkward showing all these things now that I've more than halfway gone through them. I bought this gray wool Theory coat. I think it's actually even 10% cashmere. Yeah, it's 90% wool, 10% cashmere. Really beautiful, but it's just super boxy, oversized, straight down on the sides. I've seen a lot of like the, kind of like what you think of like the cool girl Instagrammers. You know, they're taller than me. they're kind of like more sporty, trendy than me. And I think seeing this, I just wanted it, but I have really short legs proportional to my body. And this just, it makes me look super stumpy and square. It's also, it's pretty long. I mean, it goes to my knees, so there's just no flattering shape. It just has the one single button. I think this would be beautiful on somebody else, but that's not me. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed my luxury regrets. This is from several years back. I think the first of these items I bought about 5-6 years ago. So I have learned. I've also gotten rid of so much stuff. I have never regretted, like I said, buying comfy sweaters. I've never regretted buying like a proper winter coat, fine jewelry. I don't have a lot of these things, and that might be why, you know, I'm not just buying them for the sake of buying something. They're all really special or cozy. So that's something that I'm taking into 2021 and hopefully just forever. Buying a lot less so that I have fewer regrets. I never want to regret buying a bag because I dread the idea of needing to sell something. Obviously, you just lose a huge amount of money, but I just don't want to go through the process. I'm really lazy about that kind of thing. So I hope this was entertaining. It was a little painful for me, but I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, please consider subscribing, liking this video if you enjoyed it. I am hoping to do my Manolos collection. I also want to continue reviewing all of my handbags, how I like to wear them. I have my white classic flap from Chanel, and I want to do like a whole how I like to wear it, that kind of thing, you know, just a full-on review, because I was terrified of buying a white bag. But that's just something to come and look forward to, at least for me. Anyway, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.